These rugged and remote hills, 400 kilometres east of Perth, are one of the oldest landforms in Australia. They're a little-known wilderness on the edge of the West Australian wheatbelt. Known as the Helena and Aurora Ranges, they are one of the last undeveloped banded ironstone formations in WA.
Well, when I first came here, Bronwyn, I was just absolutely amazed, first of all, by the landscapes and also then the woodland that you come up to the range, and then to learn about the unique flora that had evolved in this landscape. Wow, that was just really exciting. This has been here for millions of years.
Amateur botanist Brian Moyle has spent 30 years exploring the state's unique plant life, including at these ranges. Here, two extremely rare plants grow.
This tetratheca only occurs on this range and nowhere else on Earth. It's why it's listed as declared rare flora under the state government legislation. The tetratheca is able to grow out of cracks in the ironstone rock and then survive temperatures of radiated heat at least 50 degrees C. It's really amazing for a plant. It's like growing in an oven.
The rich red landscape holds another treasure, mineral wealth.
But this area would be mined?
This area would be mined, yes. Yeah, this would be turned into a pit.
But the state's environmental watchdog has recommended against the miners' plans. In its report, the EPA says the Helena and Aurora ranges are one of the last intact banded ironstone ranges, and the project would lead to the loss of rare and restricted flora species.
Helena Aurora Ranges, or the Bungalbans as the Aboriginal call it, is really the jewel of the Great Western Woodlands. It's the highest peak, it's our Mona Lisa in our backyard, and we need to protect it.
It's our heritage that we've got to keep and we've got to look after so that our children's children, people in 500 years' time, can go out there and say this is the last bit of iron ore biff that is left in Australia, maybe the world, I don't know. But that's what we need to do, we need to save it for that reason.
10 years ago, the state's Environment Minister of the day announced these ranges would become a national park. But a few days later, Cabinet overturned the decision, downgrading the area to a conservation park, which, despite its name, allows mining applications.
For those conservationists who have committed decades to protecting flora and fauna, they say it's vital a real balance between conservation and development is achieved.
I'm not really that happy being called an activist, but what's happened is that I've become so interested in the plants, and then over the time in WA I've seen so little action to protect them. Well, you realise that you have to do something to assist in getting conservation recognised as a proper outcome for some areas.